casting studio. If you ignore, like, all the thread and paint brushes and
the naked boobies.
Yeah.
Put a bra on that. It's already got a feather in front of that.
The cooch?
Yeah.
So it needs a little... It's not very modest.
No, it's not. This is a very, very easy burlesque house. Not even a dance or anything. It's just like, tease. What the fuck?
Hey.
It's like walking into a Playboy spread.
It happens.
I'm okay with it. I'm just saying. It's just going to be hard to record this with a wood. I mean, So I guess there's two things that we could talk about that hit very close to home already.
What's that?
The two weird things that happened this fucking last couple of days.
Oh, yeah. The one at the St. Cloud Library.
Oh my god, isn't that fucking crazy? Did you hear about that? A 66-year-old man was propositioning little tiny girls and boys at the St. Cloud Public Library. He was actually quoted as asking a little boy if he wanted $1 to go home with him.
Only $1?
Yeah, I know. He's fucking cheap. Well, he's 66, man. You know how much $1 bought back then?
Yeah, that's true.
But,
the little kid's like, haven't you heard of inflation, old man?
Yeah, no,
that's at least $10 for a sucky,
Yep.
$20 for a fucky. We know this.
Yep. Oh, that's gross.
I know.
But, yeah, that he actually stuck his finger in a little 4-year-old girl's mouth.
Like, wasn't it right in front of her mother, too?
Yeah.
How wasn't this woman just, like, bludgeoning him?
Yeah, why didn't she go Mama Bear on that
No
bitch?
shit. You probably just have little, like, kids' books, but roll them up and hit him in the nose and say, no, bad pedophile.
I'm just saying, if anybody ever did that in front of me with one of my nephews or my niece, I dare a jury to convict me. I would pummel. I don't care if you're 66 years old. You're getting what's coming to you.
Yeah, and you're getting an ass whooping.
Yeah, you fucking stick your finger in, like, sexually stick your finger in some little girl's mouth like that while I'm in front of you. I can't believe he didn't get his comeuppance in that one, because he was lucky he got arrested by cops. All I gotta say is, it's ballsy to try to do that with kids in the first place.
Yeah.
But, oh my god, the set of brass on him to try to do that in front of to do it in front of a parent.
That wasn't even attempted mouth rape. That was mouth rape.
I'm just saying that parent should be shunned from, like, the parental community.
Well, I mean, you kind of got to give her a little bit of leeway.
Fuck that!
Because
some old creepy dude that was just asking my daughter if he wants to go home with her, or, I'm sorry, her to go home with him, and then sticks his finger in her mouth, and then he was actually, witnesses were saying that he was giggling while he did it.
She was probably just so fucking flabbergasted that somebody would do that it probably took a good 30 seconds for her to register as to what the hell was going on.
I can't accept that as an answer. I gotta say, I mean, seriously, if, like, I'm not even a parent.
Yeah.
But if somebody did that with one of my nephews or my niece, first thing would be a shot right to the brim of the nose. And then I would giggle like crazy.
You'd be the one giggling, not him.
And I would look at him and be like, was that what you were looking for? Because it was a perfect rendition of what happens when you do that.
Yeah. I mean, but you're a completely different person. You're more of a fight as opposed to flight. This lady was probably 100% flight. And then that something creepy and out of the ordinary happens like that, it's going to take you a moment to register. Be like, what the hell? This ain't right.
It was just...
But where's her purse? Don't women have, like, giant purses with, like, bricks
saying.
in them?
How the hell did she not beat him somehow? Kick him in the balls?
Oh.
He's a 66-year-old man. How much of a threat could he be unless you're a fucking 4-year-old girl?
Yeah, exactly.
All I gotta say, and I don't care if anybody thinks that this is insensitive, that I'm fucking a bigot, or whatever the hell they want to say. People like that who actually get their kicks off of little kids, sexually like that, they literally should just be taken behind the courthouse and two-tap them in the head. There is no saving them.
No, yeah, there's something wrong with your wiring.
And there's no stopping it. Once you're already to that lament where you're doing that at a public library, you're gonna do it again and again. There's no lock him up and he'll fucking learn his lesson. Bullshit. There's just something not right in the head. And I'm just gonna say it. It's mentally, I'm not saying mentally, it's biologically speaking, men are going to be attracted to younger females. That's just the way everything works. Look in nature. It's not the old females that get all the men, or all the males fucking in an upright and fighting each other. It's the younger females that are better to procreate. We are hardwired to have that. Now, some of us who actually take pride in intelligence and common sense and social decency...
And being a man.
Yeah, actually... You still look, you still admire, you still say, oh, she's good looking. And then you look at it and go, oh my god, I'm fucking crazy. She must be like 15.
Yeah.
In actuality, she might be 15, she might be 20. Who fucking cares? That's not what's at stake right here.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say
is... But the point is you question yourself, unlike these
every
fuckers.
single fucking man is biologically, genetically programmed to be attracted to younger females. Done. Problem is, when you start getting attracted to the younger and younger and younger, to the point where we're attracted to younger females because biologically we say that would be the superior mate. I know she's in better health than somebody my age.
Yeah.
You know, she would be... You know, just speaking in nature, she would be better to have my children. Mm-hmm. Therefore, naturally, your eye wanders towards it. But a 4-year-old, your eye would never go to that and go, yeah, she's going to pop them out for me.
That's not childbearing. That's just sick.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. There's one thing of doing the whole, oh, she's probably 14, that was a bad thought.
Yeah.
You know... There's one thing of doing that, but like you said, I actually, and everybody I know actually does that of going, oh, I'm a fucking pedophile. And you're still looking at like a 14, 15-year-old that you're thinking in your head. Like I said, they're probably 20 at this point because we think everybody's younger than they are.
That is true, because goddamn, they all look so much younger than they are.
No, we were never that young, though. I'm not kidding you. We were always older than that.
We came out the womb grizzling.
You know, full beard and all. I just popped out like, what's up? Got a beer?
How you doing? Fucking let's do this.
Oh shit, this kind of swill? Well, it's not what I had in my man cave, but... Yeah, that to me is just... There's no saving you. You're sick as fuck. You should not be able to procreate. You shouldn't be able to do anything, especially if you've already fucked with a kid. Because now you took somebody's innocence forever. Yeah.
Well, the way I look at it is if corporations are people, then we should start treating groups of people like corporations. And pedophiles are a safety issue to the public, and they should be recalled and destroyed.
Well, it just...
That's the way I look at it.
To me...
Like you said, shoot him in the fucking back of the head, behind the courthouse.
To me, it's a different story if you do something like... And I know this is also going to be a weird topic to bring up, but to me, something like raping an adult is completely different than raping a child. A child has no way and chance, hell, ever, to fight back, let alone to be able to know what to do in a situation like that, or even have a clear thought in a situation like that. They're going to be so fucking scared, all they're going to want to do is sit there. B, the whole aspect of, if you tell anyone, I'll kill your parents. You know what? That kind of shit just, gets me to the bone. Raping a woman, I'm still not condoning it in any shape, way, or form, but...
That should go without being said.
At least, you're not that fucked up in the head. Yeah. You're just fucked up in the head.
It's more or less a control issue because you're so sick of women controlling how they interact with you that you're just like, give me some fuck, I don't care. Yep. I don't know. I never understood it personally because I've never...
You got that single mom was a stripper and...
Yeah. I've never... But see, that's what's... That whole psyche I've never been able to comprehend because I'm not the type of person that has to control anything.
I like controlling certain situations, but it still comes down to the factor of you're literally taking something from somebody that is insanely personal.
Yeah. Have you heard about the bullshit that all these liberal women are trying to pull is women could actually withdraw consent after she had sex with you? So if she regrets banging you, she could withdraw consent and you would technically have raped her. Or if she's had more than 2 drinks, they think
you can fucking just stop there. That's bullshit.
They say if the girl had more than 2 drinks, you basically raped her.
You know what? I really don't like what Obama is doing right now today, so I think I'm going to take back my vote. What the fuck? You're a dumb shit. End of discussion on that one. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. That's somebody saying, well, I don't like regrets, so I'm just going to say it's your fault. Fuck you. You made a bad choice. Live with it. I'm so sick of this whole argument of bullshit. This is why equality will never work. You have stupid people spouting shit like that.
Well, equality could never work because there's no such thing as equality.
But I'm just saying, when they say women's equality and all that, you have people saying that are actually killing your cause.
Oh, exactly.
Are you kidding? Oh, that brings us to the second story that happened. This one, to me, is absolutely fucking ridiculous. Just like we were talking about, where I really want to say, stop it right now. This is not even a debate. You're an idiot. This is done. Did you hear in Mankato, Minnesota, a drunk guy, mind you, this was a bar closing time.
Yeah, and Mankato has a great downtown for bar.
Oh, God.
You can't even drive through it.
Exactly.
So drunks everywhere.
Exactly.
They're like, fine, they were closing down the streets.
So, there was a cop that's on just when I'm standing on the corner in case something stupid happens. And something stupid happened.
Oh, like it always does.
But it wasn't the normal stupid of, a fight starting or anything like that. It was the stupid thing of a drunk kid had a dumb idea that was absolutely hilarious. But yeah, it's not the best of ideas, especially being a drunk kid. He decided to give the officer who was standing on the corner a double wet willy.
That's a classic college move.
That's what I'm saying!
He gets Animal House thumbs up.
Yep. And guess what happened?
Super secret double probation?
He was arrested.
For what, assault?
Turns out, the officer wrote it up as a felony.
Bullshit.
He wrote it up saying that it's a felony, that it could be considered terroristic tactics because he might have something that he just contracted and gave it to the cop.
He gave him Ebola.
Yeah, that's the funny part.
Or he licked his finger, stuck it in some anthrax, and then stuck it in the officer's ears.
So this is... I'm going to say to this one. I hope a cop hears any of this, especially this particular podcast, because you'll find what we talked about earlier extremely funny. But I hope they hear this one, because I'm going to say it right now. Please, if you are listening, spread this to every single one of your cop friends. I would love to have feedback about this. I'd love to just debate this with any police officer. Here's the reason people hate you. You got a wet willy, and you want to give someone a felony offense for it. You want to take away their right to vote, their right to bear arms, their right to hunt. You want to take away all that shit because you got a wet willy? How fucking big do you think you are? Seriously, how do you think that you're any different from anyone else on the face of this planet? You pretentious bastards! This is why people hate you, with justification. You're a fucking douchebag with a badge, which means you're better than me somehow. So anything I do, you can just make some shit up because you didn't like it.
Exactly.
And if you didn't make it up, you can beg and... well, not beg, but you can fucking sit there and just nitpick at me until I do something stupid, and then... it's a felony. Or you do whatever the fuck you want to do, and then you wonder why people don't like you, and then you have the nerve to say that, well, they hate you until they have to call 911.
Not really.
Dude, I'd never call 911 for a cop. I'd call 911 for some, like a fire truck or an ambulance, but I'm not going to call it for a fucking cop. You're never going to hear me call 911 and say, I need a police officer. No, you're going to hear me call 911 and say, I got a body in my house because somebody tried to break in.
Exactly, because that's the thing that pisses me off with the anti-gun movement. It's like, it just boggles the mind because you're like, why do you call the cops? Because they have guns. Why don't you just cut out the middleman and have a fucking gun of your own, learn how to use it, and protect you and yours?
Yeah.
You don't need cops.
Yep.
I agree with you 100%. This weekend, when my car got broken into, air quotes broken into because I didn't lock it. So
and they treat you like a douchebag anytime they talk to you.
Well, which is the funniest part is because Andrea, she's sitting there like, we should call the cops. I'm like, no, I don't want anything to do with the cops. I don't want them to ruin my day. I don't want to
I don't want to talk to them. I don't want to see them. I don't want to fucking smell them.
Nothing happened to my car. I don't care.
Yep.
And I finally got her to, like, kind of agree to me. I'm like, well, I'll just call the landlord and let her know so people can kind of just be conscious. And, you know, she can call the cops if she needs to. Nothing happened to me. They tore through my shit.
Yeah.
And that's it. Just left stuff strewn about. Whatever, I had to pick it up. No big deal. But then we started pulling out, and she sees the car, like, across from me has their window busted out. And then she's like, oh, now we definitely have to call the cops, because we literally are seeing, you know, like, the evidence of a crime. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
You're a tool. You shouldn't have called them.
I didn't.
Oh, she did?
She did. She fucking called them. I'm like, are you kidding me right now?
Then what you do is you say, I'm a tenant of the building, and I see a broken window. You should come and investigate. I'm leaving.
Yeah, so then all of a sudden we were going to go to the Eagles Club for the Vikings game, you know, have a couple breweries and, you know, have some free food. Now I got to sit here and wait 20 minutes for the cops to come across the street.
Yeah, exactly. Because they are right across the street from you.
Yeah, so the cop comes, and then he's like, can I see your ID? And I just look at Andrew, and I'm just like, God. I just give her, like, this look like I fucking just despise you right now. Why? Now I got
I told you.
Poking around my fucking business.
Yep.
I'm like, and of course, I don't have a current ID, too, so I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm probably going to get static for this and maybe a ticket.
Yep.
I'm like, this is bullshit. I'm so pissed. So he does his little thing. Luckily, he just gives it back to me, whatever. And then he's like, gets out of his car. He's like, well, should we kind of look through your car and make sure nothing's stolen? No, nothing was checked. I already looked. Yeah, no, everything's good. And then he's like, oh, okay.
So you don't want me to look through your car?
So he starts walking around my car, and I look at Andrea again, and I'm like,
yeah.
See?
Because you were the victim, but you could also be somebody that helps him.
Exactly.
Because everybody knows they only get promotions if they bust people.
No shit. Well, luckily, I knew she was calling the cops, so I fucking went through my goddamn car.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I'm sitting there trying to get rid of all this, like...
And this is why people hate cops.
Exactly. I'm like... now I feel like I'm a guilty party. Granted, I shouldn't, but I told Andrea, I'm like, you're a law-abiding citizen. That is no problem for you to just call the cops and talk to them.
Yeah.
When cops start poking around my business, that's not good. My shit isn't...
All cops have to do is look at me and they just, what'd you say your name was again? Let me run that real quick.
Exactly.
Like, they know it. They look at me and they go, shit, it's been happening.
And I'm not smart enough or nefarious enough to have my shit buttoned up tight. You know what I mean?
I don't care enough. That's my problem.
Exactly, that too. So it's like, who knows what the dude's just gonna fucking see walking past.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, I catch a case.
Where are these ashes?
Yeah.
I notice you don't smell like cigarettes.
All of a sudden, I catch a fucking case for nothing. Mm-hmm. For some kids that just rifled through my shit and threw a rock through the other guy's window.
Yep. But think about it. If you didn't have your doors unlocked, you might have a rock through your window.
I told her that, too. But then I also felt bad because I had nothing worth stealing.
Yeah, I know. That's the shit part. Because I've had that happen one time as well, where I came out and the door was actually open.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was just like, oh, shit. Fuck, I bet you they didn't take it. Oh, am I the homeless guy?
Yeah.
I'm the homeless guy, aren't I? They found my shopping cart and just pushed it down the hill.
They pulled my GPS out and stuck it on my seat.
Oh,
and didn't even take it.
That's awesome.
I'm like, it's a circa 2010. It's 4 years old. And with smartphones, who needs a fucking desk or whatever, dash top GPS, a Garmin and shit.
That's hilarious.
I know, like, they didn't take my GPS.
Makes you want to just buy some expensive shit to throw in your car for some reason. I'm better than that.
And the best part is I open my door, then I just kind of look at it. It took a good 5 seconds to register, and then I just look at Andrew, I'm like, did you rifle through my shit? She's just like, no. I'm like, oh, I got fucking robbed.
The best part is your first idea is to ask her if she rifled through your shit. If I was her, I'd do that now. Like, you'd go take a shower and I'd be just mess all your shit up again.
You start freaking out.
Well, just the next day being like, what the fuck? I don't know who did it.
Definitely not calling the cops.
Or just start adding shit to the car. That would be... I would have to do that with Leah. Just start adding weird shit. Be like, hey, have you seen this? No, I haven't seen it. Next day it's under the seat or something like that,
Yep.
you know?
Oh, that'd be so funny.
Oh, this is why people hate me.
But I found a pretty interesting article that kind of segues off of, like the police.
I'm still gonna say it. A fucking felony for a wet willy.
Yeah.
Get over yourself, you fucking pricks.
Oh, I agree 100%. But I found this great article called "The 10 Lamest Excuses for a Crime." And so it's great. Like, the first one is, the prostitute was going to show me where to buy tomatoes.
Ooh.
In 2003, in the UK, they discovered a known sex worker inside of a car, and the car's owner, some Muslim guy, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce his name, was getting cash from a nearby ATM. When he was questioned, he told him that she was going to go show him a good place to buy tomatoes.
Nice.
Number 2 was this lady, all full of tattoos.
Oh, yeah. She looks like she's a good girl.
Yeah, but her excuse was, I was looking for members of ISIS. She'd been arrested for stealing items from students' cars at a local high school in Mississippi, and her explanation was she was searching for members of the terrorist organization ISIS.
Well, good try.
Yeah.
Good try. Just gonna say that is, you get the wow factor.
The ISIS is everywhere.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Ebola to the left of me, ISIS to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you.
Just looking at it, being like, oh man, is she a patriot or a thief?
Oh, she's a thief.
Oh, I'm just saying, it begs the question if you ask that. I mean, like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm checking for ISIS.
Oh, well, carry on, madam.
Good
Good on.
for you, and thank you for your service.
What's the threat level at these days?
Yeah.
Orange? Do we even have a threat level anymore?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I
because...
think that was George Bush way, just because he'd play, the preschool ways of doing shit.
Yeah.
It's gonna be rainy, and there's the thundercloud.
Your government's going to attack you very harshly, so it's bad.
Sad face.
Yep, sad face. Number 3 is child porn on my computer. My cat did it. In 2009, Florida detectives were investigating a 48-year-old for downloading over 1,000 pictures of child porn. When he was confronted, he told them his cat did it.
You know what? The worst part about that is you have to say it. Horny pussy.
Ah! You're punny.
Yeah, you have to say it. I mean, I hate to say it because that's just real low-hanging fruit. That's like, I found it on the ground, man.
Yep.
I'm just saying. It rolled up to me.
You just had to. It was bump, set, spike. You just got to do it. Number 4 is pretty good for this time of year as well. After drinking copious amounts of vodka, a man from Ohio started fighting with people and kicked a dog in a cage.
What the fuck?
Yeah. A few hours later, deputies found him passed out inside a trailer filled with knives, swords, and other edged weapons. Where do you fucking come across a trailer full of medieval weaponry?
You'd be surprised, I'm sure.
In Ohio.
If you went through some trailers.
I wonder if it's just like a carry-behind trailer, like in a truck, wood sides, just fully loaded, like with cordwood, but it's knives and...
Dude, I'm just saying, those are... people that live in trailers are a different breed.
So do you think it's a trailer house?
Oh.
His trailer house is just full
That's
of
what I was...
weaponry? That's what you
when
envisioned?
you're reading, like, Cops or something
Yeah,
like that.
you
Yeah,
envisioned trailers. I
thinking,
envisioned, like, just a trailer that, like...
I'm drunk and I'm white trash.
And I like knives.
Yep. Cutting stuff. Mostly paper.
I guess when he was asked about the incident, the 20-year-old told the sheriff's deputy he had been scratched by a wolf in a trip to Germany, and now goes on the attack when the moon is out.
Oh. Or when really drunk.
Yeah, or when it's like a sliver moon.
Yep.
He's like, ah!
It makes me kick dogs.
In 2003, Raj Balab attempted to kill a man near Ragahat, New Delhi, India. In his plea, the man had no better explanation than saying he was suffering from a delusional disorder that led him to believe he was the incarnation of Mahatma Gandhi.
Ooh.
And that he believes somebody was going to kill him. But that goes against the whole concept of being
Gandhi was going to kill somebody because he was going to get killed?
Yeah, Gandhi would have been like,
didn't one of his disciples light themselves on fire?
Well,
as a protest for war?
A Tibetan monk.
Yeah. It's one of his disciples anyway.
Right,
Gandhi's
I guess offshoot, but
you're an offshoot.
But Gandhi would not. He's a peaceful man.
I know.
He'd be like, no worries, they may kill me.
Don't even swat that mosquito, man.
Just let it eat, let it drink.
It's a living thing.
It's just the entire universe pretending to be a mosquito.
Exactly.
How was that accent?
Wasn't Italian. I'm going to say that. You been watching Robin Williams again?
Yeah, nah, the Love Guru.
Yeah.
Okay, in 2007, Robert Boyd, a man accused of stealing underwear from a Belfast shop in a knife-point raid, told the court he had been involved in a role-playing game at the time, and his character was an elf named Beho. So basically his defense for robbing a motherfucker was he thought he was in the game. Yeah, well, it's most likely World of Warcraft. Them losers.
He was role-playing in what? He was still in the game?
Well, yeah, he must have been. He told the defense that within his small social circle, he had been participating in a game known as Shadowrun.
I don't know what that is.
That must be a live-action thing, then. Where the assumed characters were criminals, and his was a shaman, or magical elf, who carried a small Japanese sword as a weapon.
Oh, that's grand.
You'd never get into that?
Oh, no, I don't think so.
No.
Not an elf that carries a Japanese sword. That's just too much for me.
In 2009, after hearing a car's alarm 3 times, security guards found 28-year-old Weston Reynolds rifling through the glove compartment of a Honda Civic at a garage in Hayes Valley, San Francisco.
You're actually telling me a car alarm worked?
Yeah, security, after 3 times, the security guard's like, alright, what's the deal?
Yeah, because everybody else is going, just steal the car already.
Then it goes, but wait, Reynolds had an explanation. He happened to be walking by and saw the unlocked car with the window down. He thought he'd be a good Samaritan, roll it up.
Nice.
However, the car had automatic windows, so he went through the glove compartment looking for the owner's contact information to alert him or her to the problem. Wouldn't you do the same thing? That was editorial. I don't want to read that. All right, let's go on to number 8. This is a part of the new Batman movie, apparently. In 2011, a man in Pittsburgh wearing a black and gold tank top tried to carjack another man's Chevy Impala. The car's owner turned out to be a police detective.
Nice.
Pulled out his gun and arrested him. What was the best excuse he could think of? The Batman movie, The Dark Knight Rises, was filming about 250 miles away, so he said he's involved in the Batman filming and taking the car was a part of the story. That is fucking on your feet thinking.
I don't know about that.
It's an excuse. Most people wouldn't even have an excuse.
It was a lot of wasted thought because there was no way that anybody was ever going to believe that. Just no way.
Why not? Haven't you ever seen fucking Trailer Park Boys? The cops up there would have believed it.
Yeah, I don't think that's real.
Oh, it's shot like it's a reality TV show.
Yeah, so was Blair Witch Project.
That was fucking real, dude. What is wrong with you? I shit myself for 3 nights because it was real.
Oh, she was really snot drooling on the camera.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Sorry. Number 9. In 2011, a couple was charged with burglary. Wow, that is not good for me to say right now.
Have another beer.
Burglarizing a home in South St. Paul, Minnesota.
B&E.
The victim said she was putting her kids to bed upstairs when she heard someone in her house. When she went downstairs, she discovered a couple running out the back door and called the police. They stole a toolbox, a laptop computer, a desktop computer, various tools and wires, and a large blue duffel bag containing
Holy
a woman's
shit.
purse and various items.
How much time did they have? She was just like, I was putting the kids to bed, heard a noise, and walked downstairs.
20
She
minutes
didn't-
later.
Yeah, she didn't say, I heard a noise, put the kids to bed, read them 2 stories. Then I got a little suspicious when the noise didn't leave.
That was great.
Jesus.
When the couple...
They were getting the piano out the back door, and it was like, oh shit, she got us! I mean, it takes a while to fucking steal a laptop.
Yeah. Or a desktop computer.
Oh yeah, I'm saying
Hook
desktop.
that
I'm
shit.
saying desktop. Unless you're getting all the wires and just bunching them up.
So apparently when the thieves were caught, they told police that a friend informed them that the house was listed as free on Craigslist.
Nice.
Pernella said...
Just a second, I have a laptop. Free shit. Post.
Exactly. One of the criminals said they entered the house and asked, "Is anyone here?" and got no response. She said she assumed the place was vacant and started taking items and giving them to her husband outside because, everything was free. That is hilarious.
That is pretty good.
Leave it up to
that doesn't explain why you ran out the back.
Yeah, leave it up to a Minnesotan to do something stupid like that, huh?
Oh.
In 2010, Matthew Cook, not Cookie Monster,
I was gonna say.
was spotted weaving in and out of traffic. A concerned driver called 999, and officers clocked the 40-year-old doing 130 miles per hour on a 60 mile per hour limit UK road. That's why it was 999.
Well, now I know what to call if I'm ever in Europe.
Yep. When the officers questioned about his driving, Cook claimed he did not realize he was going so fast because he was dyslexic. Surprisingly, police were skeptical about Cook's explanation and banned him from driving for 3 years.
Dun dun dun.
How fucked up is that? Dyslexic.
It's kind of a dumbass excuse.
Yeah, because then that means you're driving 301, you fucking mook.
Yep.
You goddamn Goomba. That's my new thing, Goomba.
The stupidest criminal I've ever heard about was a guy who was trying to rob a convenience store. And you know how convenience stores always carry like $100 in a miscellaneous, and then they even post that saying, we're not going to have this much money. We do cash drops every fucking hour, that kind of shit. Well, they just did a cash drop. They carried $75 in the till. Or no, I'm sorry, $100 in the till. And the dude actually tried to get rob the place by putting a $100 bill on the table and saying, I need some change. So, of course, they opened up the cash register. He grabbed all the money that he could, stuffed it into a bag, took off. Then he got into his car and backed into a snowbank, which left a perfect imprint of his license plate.
Oh, it was nice. Powdery, like stickiness.
And he left a $100 bill on the counter.
With his name written on it?
No.
Oh.
It was just hilarious. He fucking robs the place, leaves the $100 bill, and then backs up into a snowbank so that the cops are just like, I don't know if we can crack this one. Can you turn that around?
Somebody get a mirror.
And then he didn't even, it was just an exchange. It was like, oh, you give me $100, here's $100, and I'll see the cops in an hour.
That is absurd.
Yeah. It's just one of those things where you look at it and go, you deserve to be in jail. I mean, seriously, you deserve it.
For sure.
You should just stay there, because that's where you're gonna be. You can come out, but you're gonna go back. I mean, seriously, you fucking idiot. You left your $100. And who's in that big of a hurry where not only do you not see how much money you're grabbing, but then you back up into a snowbank and don't take the 30 seconds to kick your plate number out of it.
Yeah, no shit. Ugh. That's just rough luck. How stupid would you feel if they, like, put the case in front of you, like, I'm going to a jury trial, I'm innocent, and the cops, like...
You can't even make that shit up, though, because if it was a joke, you'd be like, well, he got caught by flirting with the teller, and then he gave her a number, and then he robbed the place. You know, like,
yeah.
You'd get... That's a joke. The guy is just a joke in this story.
Yeah, no shit.
Because that is just... Oh, my God. That was the dumbest criminal I've ever heard of. And that actually did happen down in Minneapolis.
That is impressive.
Yeah.
Hopefully this beer we're going to try is just as impressive as that stupid criminal. Have you ever had any of the Fulton Brewery stuff? They're a local out of Minneapolis. The brewery is like just a hair, like a block north of the Target field. What do you think? That look does not say good.
It's a weird flavor.
Is it a weird one? India Pale Ale. Called the name is Sweet Child Divine.
The whole
the
pale,
difference?
yeah, the whole pale ale type thing to Dos Equis lager.
Yeah, you got a Mexican lager with a micro brew Minnesota India Pale Ale.
And from the India Pale Ales that I've had before, this doesn't taste like them. Whether it's good or bad, it's not a match.
Yeah, before the Twins game we went to this year, we stopped by their tap room and tried some of their stuff.
I don't mind it, just was not expecting that first.
Yeah, it's pretty delicious. I recommend that Fulton Brewery. Sweet child.
Oh, he's even a whammy bar.
I
think it's a whammy bar. Can't be the Ouija bar, so it's got to be whammy.
Yeah, it's a whammy bar.
Whammy.
Double whammy. What kind of alcohol they got in here? I'm already kind of drunk. No, I'm just kidding.
A double wet willy gives you a felony.
Oh, it's only 6.4. Yeah, double wet willy.
When I heard that, I had to get the joke to Gumby, though, because we were driving in the car, and I went, dude, I was a fucking felon at, like, age 4.
But you didn't do it to a cop. That's
what I'm saying. That's the I looked at it, I actually had to say I'm thinking about being a felon right now. And Gumby looked at me real quick, just like, you fucking douche, don't do it.
Especially when he's driving.
Yep, that's what I was saying. Oh, yeah. I still can't believe that. That's why people hate you. You douchebags.
Yeah. That's only 6.4% alcohol. That ain't too terrible.
Yeah. I'll only get one Dewey off of it, so don't worry.
Yeah. I can't believe you don't want to try the pumpkin porter.
Not at all.
Why not?
Not at all.
You've had way too much pumpkin beer in your day, or what?
It tastes like seafood.
The Sweet Child Divine?
Yes. It would be good with seafood.
He thinks, oh, it also has a wet dog smell.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It did not taste like it smelled.
I don't mind it.
I didn't say it's bad. I'm just saying it would be good with seafood. And at this point, I'm not eating seafood.
When's Lobster Fest?
I have no idea. Why would you ask me?
Because you're the one talking about seafood.
Oh, man.
Speaking of seafood, have you heard of this new drug called crocodile?
Crocodile?
Yeah, it's like, I guess it's really popular among the Mexicans. It's this...
No, I haven't heard of it, seen it, touched it. I've only snorted it once.
But apparently...
But I did not inhale.
Because I was reading this story on the Huffington Post where this Mexican teen reportedly injected crocodile into her genitals.
What?
And this shit is
Her boobs or her...
I'm guessing her vag.
Yeah, I guess you wouldn't say genitals if
She's
you
a
meant
17-year-old girl in Puerto Vallarta, presented lacerations to her genitals that she said were caused by her addiction to crocodile. The young woman who used this drug had an infection that had rotted her genitals. It wasn't sexually transmitted. She said she'd been using crocodile for the last 2 months. That is so messed up. What the fuck?
Why is she shooting up on her...
Tied the track marks, probably.
There's so much.
Yeah, butt, you're in between your toes.
Under your tongue is better than that.
But apparently, according to this article, crocodile is a street drug with effects similar to heroin that is made by cooking crushed codeine pills with household chemicals.
Oh, yeah, that sounds good.
It is significantly cheaper than heroin and reportedly 10 times as potent. However, the impurities in the drug damage vascular tissue, which causes the flesh to rot.
You said vascular, not vaginal.
No,
correct?
vascular tissue, which causes the flesh to rot. You should, like, I saw there's, I'm not going to show them to you, but there, I was, like, looking at it, and there's some photos of people that inject that shit, and it is...
Probably looks like snake bites.
It's disgusting. Alright,
I know you can't unsee them, but I've probably seen worse.
Yeah, let me see if I can find some actual photos. Because it's spelled weird. It's like crocodile. Krokodil.
Oh, it's K.
Crocodile. I don't even want to... Oh, that's fucking disgusting. Okay, I'm just going to let that load, and then I'm just going to give it to you because I don't even want to look at it because I'm going to throw up. That shit's wrong, people. That shit's just wrong.
Her fucking arm is, like, to the bone.
It's just a flesh-eating shit that...
That is fucking sweet. Dude's got a hole through him.
Do they get all scaly? Is that why it's called crocodile? Or
No,
it just eats your fucking flesh?
That shit has no fucking mouth.
Dude, I don't even want to... You're laughing.
They're like real zombies.
Oh my god, could you imagine somebody that's high on crocodile that then gets infected with Ebola? Nobody would know that they weren't a fucking zombie.
Oh, that is just so... It's just perfect. Oh, that's what happens when you do shoot it under your tongue. You get a hole in the bottom of your jaw.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't want to see it. Don't show it to me. That's disgusting.
So I guess that shit's out. Oh, that's great. Oh, that dude's like whole leg is just eaten away. I like it.
I like it, he says.
No, this is a drug that I can get into. Because I feel no pity for people that are, I'm hooked on cocaine, I can't get off of it, I'm so sad, pity me. Fuck you. You douche. There,
well, see, that's a prime example of why we need to have drug reform and pretty much make everything legal, taxed, and regulated.
No.
Because you wouldn't have
Keep it clean.
Yep, you wouldn't have this epidemic. I guess it's hitting Arizona huge among, like, the Mexican
Oh, why not? After you see those pictures, you really want to start. Where can I get some?
No, you thought heroin was fucking deadly?
No, I'm just saying. Halloween is coming up, and I could use a good skeleton thing
Apparently
right now.
you need a couple months.
No.
So you should have
All
started
right, I'll wait until next year.
Yeah, you should have started that around August. And you would look hella...
Siri, put that on my calendar.
Start injecting crocodile.
Yeah, exactly. Beep, beep, beep. Oh,
we got it.
It's my time. I'll be back in a moment.
Maybe we should have that if we live to 120.
Yeah,
do crocodile.
No, do crocodile. Oh, that's just grand, though, that you could actually, like, fucking living skeleton your shit.
How fucked up.
I'm just gonna say, I'm not a weak stomach, so if anybody wants to look at that shit, do it at your own risk. I was laughing at it, but a lot of people would be gagging and shit.
I couldn't.
I scrolled through all of them, though. I thought it was great.
Ugh. You're a savage, sir.
I can eat when there's surgery on TV.
That's one thing I cannot stand. Like, the girlfriend, she watches Grey's Anatomy, and I get repulsed by it. I know it's fake.
Oh, no,
it's still
they
disgusting.
actually had what is that called when you fucking, a tummy tuck or whatever, where they're just ripping the fat out of some chick? And I was watching it just enthralled, going, holy shit, they're going to town on her. Like, they're fucking scraping the shit out of her.
Because I know, like, about a little less than 10 years ago, like, Discovery had, like, Discovery Health, where they would just show surgeries all the time.
Yeah, I would watch that.
Oh, that's more offensive than swearing and titties.
I actually thought it was funny.
There should be swearing and titties on TV before surgery. That's disgusting. That's more assaulting to my senses than a set of titties and a fucking hairy vag.
Like I said, to each their own. I actually found it kind of funny.
And did you find it informative and entertaining?
For the most part, yeah. I think
So could you
I have
perform?
I think I have a basic idea of how to do something.
So you could perform a tummy tuck on somebody?
if I had the tools, maybe.
Maybe.
I'm just saying they were fucking just like playing pool inside of her with that thing, and
You're like, I'm running the table.
yeah, I was just looking at it going, shit, how are they not like jabbing her and like poking something vital, or
Yeah.
they know what they were doing, but to a novice like me, to somebody who has no idea what's going on. I looked at it, it's just like, holy shit, I can't believe they are doing that to somebody and expect them to live after.
And they're going to pay him thousands of dollars.
Exactly. Yeah, I still remember that one. That was probably the worst one to watch. My mom almost threw up because she was downstairs, but she couldn't see the TV. And I was sitting there with the coffee table just eating my dinner. And I was
What were you eating?
I don't know. But I was just eating my dinner.
Pork belly.
I still remember going, how the fuck are they doing that to her? And she thought I was watching porn or something. So she's like, what the hell are you watching? And I was like, I'm watching somebody get a tummy tuck right now.
Why would she think you're watching porn?
I have no, because I was just sitting there and all like, what are they doing to her? How are they doing that? How is she taking that?
And she's like,
yeah.
oh my god, he found the DVD fucking porno we have.
So she was like, what the hell are you watching? She finally came over. She looks at the TV and did the like the.
How could you be eating lasagna right now?
It doesn't bother me at all. I've never been one to care about blood or guts or anything like that. It happens.
Ugh. That's just nasty.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you left it open.
I don't know how to work that piece of shit.
Oh, you left the window open, so I went into my
with
browser.
the smile one?
Oh my god! Fucking ruined me. Oh, it's like burnt to the back of my eyelids.
I told you can't unsee it.
God damn you. God damn you to hell, Samuel.
Oh, after I've seen Two Girls, One Cup, I
heard that's fake.
care.
I heard it was fake.
I'm sure it was.
I'm praying it was
But they
fake.
did a good job on it.
That
good
acting
job.
Oscar worthy.
Oh my god, I watched that and I almost puked at that one. And I have a stomach.
Yeah.
But that one, whew, there was a couple of times there where I did the I'm gonna count that as a half a gag.
If you were on the verge, so if one of them would have went like peanut, spit it out, you'd have been like,
that would have been. You want it?
Disgusting. All right, let's get out of some less disgusting topic.
Why not? I'm pretty sure this is pretty entertaining for the one guy who's listening.
Exactly.
Like, oh, dude,
What's up, Karl?
he's got a stomach. Oh yeah, he does listen, doesn't he? Big shout out to the one fan.
Yeah. Not fan, listener.
Yeah. I spoke out of turn, my friend. Please come back, Karl. I didn't mean to offend you. Oh. What am I saying?
So you got
he
big-
doesn't even listen.
Yeah. So you got big plans this weekend?
I don't know. Depends. I might be working.
On Saturday?
Well,
In the morning.
I gotta take advantage of the weather while I still got it.
That's true. Got to make hay when the sun shines.
Well, so all these 12 to 14 hour days that I've been putting in, they're not going to last forever.
That's true.
In fact, it's going to be really hard to do that when there's 8 hours of sunlight. So, yeah, we're doing it while we can, and we've got a couple of jobs left, but we still have plenty to do at the house the house that he bought at auction, it would have been best suited as being donated to the fire department.
To, like, practice burning shit down? Or
Yeah.
what? Or putting stuff out.
'Cause
The fire department.
The thing is just...
Sorry. Just a haggard
Oh
mess.
my god, it is gonna take more than... I mean, we're a 3-man team.
He's gonna have to sell it for like $300,000 to get his fucking money back.
Oh, no. He got it for cheap as shit. But the place just... We're gonna have to repair
Does it
so
reek
much
like
of it.
bum pee?
What's that?
Does it reek like bum pee?
No, it reeks like pigeon shit.
Ugh.
But, yeah, we got quite a bit to do on that thing.
But you're gonna be around in time to record Hollowed Whiskey and Ween 2, The Drunkening.
Oh, most likely.
Alright, that's good.
I'll make time.
Because that's gonna be more of a nightly venture.
Yeah. Well, I figured we'd probably do a show warming up to it, and then...
You still got a stogie, right?
Yeah.
We should, like, after the first show we record, we should blaze stogies, get a really good drunk on, and then record the next one.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
Works for me.
Yeah, if you're working, I have... Guess what I get to do on Saturday, if you're working?
What's that?
Pumpkin chucking! Gotta buzz down to New Ulm, go to a pumpkin festival, where we're gonna trebuchet pumpkins. And watch them explode.
And that's if I work?
No, I'm gonna do that anyway.
I was gonna say.
I just stumbled on the sentence.
Yes.
That 6.4 is getting to the head.
I was gonna say, I have no idea what I have to do with this, but...
Well, I was just trying to include you in my life, Sam. I feel like we're growing apart.
Alright, this is getting a little uncomfortable. I'm gonna finish my beer in the car.
Be careful, there's people breaking into them.
Exactly. Just in the reclined position. Just jump up. What are you doing?
You trying to take my beer? You son of a bitch.
I'm nearly done with it. You can have the bottle.
It's all my backwash anyway.
Yeah. That'll work.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Oh, but I'm still going to stick to the point that that's why nobody likes police.
That's going to be the underlying theme of the night's episode.
Oh, that's the underlying theme of my life. I thought it was hilarious that when I talked to people, I already said what had happened when I was questioned on jury duty.
Yeah.
What I didn't say on the podcast is speaking to the others when we got back to the jury room. Everybody kept saying, well, that's such a unique way to, try to get out of this. I was like, I'm not trying to get out of shit. That's literally my point of view on police officers. And they were just kept saying it to me.
That's funny. They thought
Like,
it
I'm going to think of that next time. I don't know what you're talking
This
about.
isn't a show.
That is how I think.
You could ask me this at the bar,
Yeah.
or you could ask me this in a jury box. You're going to get the same answer.
And then the funny thing, it just kicked in real quick of, oh, dude, am I the crazy guy?
You are the crazy guy.
It kicked in when everybody was saying that to me, like, oh, yeah, I'm going to remember that next time.
I mean, because look,
Fuck.
if you're relying on me as your best
I'm
friend,
the crazy guy.
yeah, if you're relying on me of all people to keep you tethered to reality, you are fucking shit out of luck, kid.
Yeah.
I'm the worst person to keep you tethered to.
I couldn't believe it, though. When I got that realization of, I'm the crazy guy now, man.
Yep,
I'm the guy that everybody's like, oh, watch what you say around him.
he's a
He's
little.
liable to drop his pants or something. I don't know.
He's a live wire.
Yeah, exactly. Boogity boogity.
Live wire. I'm alright. Sorry, I'm just busting into 80s like hair
You
metal.
are.
Fucking
You
let's
really
rock
are.
it.
Let it flow. Going to party, siesta.
Forever. I don't know.
I don't either, do I. All I know is all night long.
All night. Alright, this could just get weird.
Yeah, it is.
Like that.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, because at the wedding where I sent
Please
you,
come back, Carl.
yeah, like the wedding that I went to on Friday, where I sent you that horribly shot video of the guy dressed exactly like the dude from Big Lebowski singing "I Will Survive."
The duder?
by Cake. He paid $90 to get the exact same sweater, had the Zubas, the sunglasses, the hair, the beard. He was fucking the dude. And then he gets up and he was rocking karaoke all night long.
I like your style.
Oh, it was great. I was just praying for a fucking Sam Elliott character to walk in, and I'd have been like, oh.
He's having a heart attack.
It was a good wedding, because they're pretty legit cats, and they're not my friends. They're Andrea's coworker and really good friend. And when they were, I'm not sure what it's called, like the march to leave after you're married.
The Grand March.
Is that? Yeah.
I have no idea.
Basically, where everybody's like, "All right, we're done with this
didn't
song
do
and
that,
dance.
so.
Let's go outside." So when they're leaving, they played the fucking Star Wars, that
Cliche.
Yeah, I was like, that's funny. I've never been to a wedding where I've seen it, and I never saw YouTube clips with it, so it wasn't too cliche to me. I was like, you guys are nerds. It fits.
Yeah, I was going to say, apparently you have no idea anyone that goes to Comic-Con.
No, I don't. I don't go to weddings. I mean, I've been to more weddings in the past year than I've been in my entire life.
I don't go to weddings, but I will say the weddings that tend to have a theme to them or, like, a pattern
Shtick.
to them. Like, I've even done the quirky weddings where they don't have a simple theme. It's just, everything's got to be cutesy or that kind
Hello
of stuff.
Kitty wedding?
No. No, I'm just saying, like, all the music has to be, like, pop cutesy music or, there's that kind of a theme.
Yeah.
It's not a whole, everybody's got to wear this or any of that kind of shit. It's just, there's that whole, everything's got to be cutesy and everything's got to be tiny and everything's, even those kind of weddings, they get a little overdone.
You know what? I thought, you've met her, Libby. I used to work with her at E-Promos, and then she's on my volleyball team.
Put them on the glass?
No.
Oh.
But,
that's a story for another time.
And, goddamn. But she did it classy where she had a little bit of one of those, kitschy things in her wedding. But,
What do you mean a little bit?
Well, all she did was the song she walked down the aisle to was not a traditional song. What she walked down the aisle to, and I thought it was brilliant, and it was perfect Libby style, was she walked down to a string version of The Final Countdown.
I'm sorry, go on.
Yeah, that's pretty much, that's it. I thought it was
Final Countdown.
But it was like a string version, so it was like classy, but yet you're like, this is the motherfucking Final Countdown!
Who is that, Rush?
I know. I have
Journey.
Is it? I have absolutely no idea.
Isn't it?
To the Google machine!
I think that is Journey.
I'm gonna Google it right now.
It could be Kansas. No, it's
Kansas!
It's Journey.
How about Boston? Or Asia?
Oh, shit. We got a three-way tie going on now.
What do you think? It might be Boston?
Yeah, it could be. I think it's Journey, though.
The Final Countdown.
That was a little bit before our time, though.
Europe!
Europe?
It was a continent. It wasn't Asia. But it was Europe.
Weird. I would have never guessed that, because I don't even know who they are. No.
Yeah. Hopefully Karl didn't know, or else he'd be like screaming at his speakers, like, "Oh my God, it's fucking Europe!"
And he's turned it off for a fourth time.
Yep. Come on, Karl, come back. We should fucking name this.
We just keep losing viewer.
Yep.
Viewer, listener.
Well, yeah.
He's just staring at his iPod, being like, "What the fuck, man?
Why does this thing?
This show never does anything.
Yeah. Why is it set up as?
It's just as good as Seinfeld." That got him back. That got him back.
Welcome back, Karl. Welcome back. Care for a brewery?
Yep.
We should name this episode "Welcome Back, Karl."
Welcome back, Karl.
Well, I suppose at episode 50...
That's why everybody loves you, Karl.
Yep. I suppose on episode 50, because this is episode 50. Congrats.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Wow.
Episode 50.
I didn't even have a speech ready or anything.
We should start naming episodes from here on out, maybe. Welcome back, Karl.
My next episode choice is going to be Named Maybe.
Named maybe. Alright.
I just like how you said that. We should start naming them from here on out, maybe. Episode 51, named maybe.
Did you see how I just like bailed out on that?
I know.
Am I going to get any approval?
Yeah, because I'm just gonna say when we had that big idea, like every episode's gonna have to have a commercial, and we only do like 5 of them.
Not even, like 2.
Oh no, we had 4 of them, I think.
4 commercials, only
Yeah.
2 episodes, I think.
But
If that.
I just think, and we completely bailed on that.
That
idea.
was so much
Then we
work.
tried to do the like, all right, we have to have this scripted out, and we bailed on that shit.
Trying to make it any way or shape like where you actually have to put time and effort into like
Exactly,
writing
it
and
takes the fun out of it.
It does. The commercials were fun to do for an afternoon.
They
But
were.
holy shit,
They
they
were
tough.
a lot of work.
They're tough. You need to come up and write stuff. We just need to get real sponsors, then we won't have to worry about it.
I need to get paid to do that kind of shit because I'm not putting that kind of time into it.
No shit. That was okay back then when we really had no lives, like nothing else to do. We had pretty much we worked and then we got drunk together every weekend. It's like we had a pretty wide open schedule.
Huh?
We needed time to kill an afternoon on a Saturday, get drunk, get stoned, record some goofy commercials. But now we're just like, let's throw the mics down. We got an hour. Let's get it out.
I have something completely different to Stay.
Stay?
Stay.
Okay, Monty Python. And now for something completely different.
I say.
When
Chad and I were down in St. Paul, and this is...
You mean Gumby?
Yes, Gumby. Down by St. Thomas and shit like that. Down basically like the 232s, 234s for the turnoffs. We saw a bum fight.
Nice.
We were sitting at
Over what?
we were sitting at a red light, and as we came up to the red light in the median, there was a cop that pulled out. He just turned his lights off and pulled back out into traffic. And as we pull up to the light, we see this dude grab his bag, throw it over his shoulder, and start walking to the side. So basically the cop came up and said, "You can't do that here."
Yeah.
So he walked to the side, and there was another group of bums that were sitting on the corner there. And mind you, I'm not trying to say this derogatory at all, but they're bums. Let's just say it.
You racist!
And he went up and he dropped his bag and he pushed one of them. The other guy came back and pushed him. And then they started wrestling.
Nice. They didn't go fisticuffs?
No, they didn't go fisticuffs. Well, you can't. That's their moneymaker, that and the sign. You can't take that. You have to have that presentation.
That is true.
With that sign.
Were they, like, veterans?
I don't know. Well,
did they fight like they were veterans?
No, they didn't fight like they were No. No, they didn't fight like they've ever seen action or been trained. They fought like NBA, like little kids.
Like NBA
They just
players?
started fucking wrestling on
grappling.
Yeah, and then the other two guys were like trying to separate them. We didn't get to see the whole thing because the light turned green.
You should have been like, "Hey, hold on, guys. I know you're gonna be late for work, but this is fucking worth it.
Yep.
I'm gonna put this on World Star Hip Hop."
Like I said, it was owned by St. Thomas. So we go half a block and we see this kid fucking around with an iPod with his earbuds, and we were like, "Oh, that kid's gonna have a rude awakening
He's
this
gonna
morning."
Walk right into that mess.
Get himself right into the middle of the bum fight.
That's awesome.
Got some change,
Dude, remember the last time we were down at St. Thomas?
Yeah.
When we were in high school,
Yeah.
when we went to that college party?
Yeah.
How fucked up was that?
Oh man, it made me think of that so much.
Like, remember we
I
were
did
that?
like 3 jobs down there this week.
Remember we were in that weird like shed garage, getting stoned with a girl that was going into the FBI, and she's like, "You got to blow the hits at me, because then I can say it was secondhand and I didn't smoke
I never
it."
smoked it.
I'm like, holy shit! I'm getting stoned with a chick I'm like, Well, we were 17.
And we got away. Like, seriously, we pulled out and the cops were just about to bust the place.
Yeah.
Oh, that was epic. It really was, because we partied like fucking rock stars.
And that was the very first time I ever had a legitimate shot to get laid in my entire life. Like, the first time.
Oh, you had that one chick
That
that's
chick-
dangling on you.
That was so weird. And then that dude comes up to me after he's sitting on my lap, and she comes up to me. I'm like,
mean mugging you.
oh fuck. I'm like, he's standing. I'm sitting on this couch.
Yep.
So he's just looking at this fat, like, high school kid. He probably didn't know I was in high school, but he's just looking at this fat dude, and I'm like, shit, I'm gonna get my ass whooped, because I can't get out of this couch quick enough to defend myself. And then he's just like, hey, that's my sister. I'm like, oh, I'm definitely getting my ass kicked.
I'm done.
And then he's like, make sure you treat her good. And I'm like, what?
I treat her real good, boss.
I'm like 17.
Yeah.
No girls hit on me at all from our high school. Like, completely. This is foreign territory.
You should have fucked her that night.
I couldn't have.
No, we couldn't find her.
Cops came.
I know we tried.
We did.
I was trying to bloodhound her out for you. Be like, no, I think she went this way. You go that way, I'll go this way.
Yeah, but
we'll meet on the other side. If I don't meet you, I know where you went.
yeah, but just the perfect timing of, well, I can't find her, and this is getting kind of fucking weird. Because it wasn't even a Halloween party. It was just kind of a, because that was when
it was a theme party.
Because that was back when like Britney Spears first came out, so they had like a schoolgirl theme, and it was a sexy, sexy little party for.
Oh, I'm not gonna say that.
17-year-old kid going to a college party down in St. Paul.
Yeah.
That was a great evening.
That wasn't the only stick I drove home.
Heyo. But then that was a great epic adventure, because as soon as we left that party and we tried to meet up with Leslie, that was her name.
No, she ran that red light.
Yeah.
Don't you remember? That's the reason I didn't. And when we didn't, because I kept going, shut up! No, I'm not gonna. And then the next, like right after the building there was a cop.
Yeah, so we almost got nailed at the party.
Yep.
And then we almost got nailed if you'd ran that red light. And this is before cell phones, people.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, people had cell phones back then, but they weren't
I
as
had
prevalent.
one, but it only lasts for like 5 minutes if you had to make a call.
I'm not even sure you had one at that particular moment.
Oh, I'm probably not on that.
Because remember we were at the...
No, at 17 I would have.
No, I don't think you had one, because we had to stop at that shady-ass Super America to make a fucking payphone call. Like back in the Disney, how we used to do. Because I know you had one.
Did.
You had one like right when you were 16, and then you got rid of it for a while, and then you got another one when we started working for Sprint, doing that care call bullshit. Did you work with me there, or was that just I worked there?
No, I didn't work at Care Call.
Oh yeah, and then we did Sprint, and then that's when you got Sprint. I remember. Sorry, that's a whole different story.
Yeah, it is. That's for another day.
Regardless, we go buzzing down the road. Stop. Luckily, there's a cop. Our party ditches out. We can't get a hold of them. So we say, fuck it. We're going to drive from St. Paul to Hinckley and go to the casino.
Because before then, we went, well, let's go back to the party.
Okay.
And don't you remember, we went back to the party, and as we went down the street, lights were flashing everywhere. So we went by like 20 more cops before we went.
Dude, did we really go back to see if we could pick up those bitches again?
Yes.
To see,
don't you remember that?
Like, the party got busted. Maybe they're out there.
Because we were gonna go to the other chick's place. They ran that red light. We were like, oh, fuck. What the fuck, man? Well, let's go back to the party and see if we can't get laid there. We turned around, went back to the party, and that's when all the lights were flashing. So then we jumped on 169 and went, fuck this. Let's go to Grand Casino.
And we were 17.
Yep.
We weren't even old enough to even go to the casino, but it was like 4 in the morning by the time we got up there.
Yeah.
And they didn't give up. As long as you didn't win,
yeah,
you didn't have to worry about it.
exactly.
And we weren't winning.
No, we were fucking drunk and tired.
And stoned out of our gourds.
Yeah, we just donated $50 a piece that time.
Hey, that's when gas was cheap.
Yeah,
and I did not spend $50. I would never gamble $50. And I was much more broke back then.
Well, I was saying both, together, $50.
I wouldn't even do that. You're lucky to get $20 out of me. I'm a cheapskate. Especially when it comes to gambling.
Yeah, well, I used to get cheap smokes up there.
That is true. No taxes.
No taxes. Now they're about the same. I thought that was kind of funny. Because I used to go up there to buy a couple cartons and bring them back. It was worth an hour trip for me because gas was only 98 cents a gallon.
That is true. That was chizzy.
Fuck, I can't believe that we've actually seen the day when gas was under $1 a gallon.
And we've seen it when it's over $4.
Almost $5.
Yeah, it's under $3
I don't know.
now in a lot of places.
It was $3.09 today.
Really? They boosted that shit back up?
It went from $2.98 to $3.09.
Daggersville.
Yeah.
Population America.
Sons of bitches.
I thought we invaded 3 Middle Eastern countries so we could get cheaper oil.
We gotta drill them there so we don't have to attack them there so we don't have to attack them here.
Yeah. But ISIS is everywhere.
Did you check your closets?
No. I should.
We might not be the only ones recording this.
I know we're not. Fucking NSA is on my goddamn cellular telephone.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm checking this cooler to see if ISIS is there.
Fucking got like 6 different ways to...
I found it northeast.
Ooh.
For you. And I know you don't want to drink the pumpkin porter, so I'm not even going to bust that out for you.
Wasted.
It's not wasted. Andrew,
No, it would be if you bust it out right
Andrea
now.
will drink it with me.
It's like an angel's voice on deaf ears.
You know what's odd is she's one of the few girls that I have ever met that like porters and stouts.
Leah does.
Well, that's another one of the few
She
girls.
also likes pumpkins.
Pumpkin shit? She doesn't like
anything pumpkin.
So I think that's what the girls, if they're gonna get into beer, they like the malty beers, the sweeter malts.
The coffeeer ones.
Yeah.
Not the
Because those girls, they'll drink those fucking frappe milkshake caffeinated things and say, I'm having a coffee.
Yeah.
No, you're having a fucking milkshake.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You're literally having a sundae with some cocoa bean in it.
Yeah, for breakfast.
Shit. We went to a Starbucks the other day.
Oh, he's got the sneezes.
Okay, we went to a Starbucks the other day because Gumby had a gift card for him.
He doesn't seem like a Starbucks drinker.
Oh my god, he is a coffee drinker like crazy. Every single morning he gets one of those giant coffees from SA.
I can see him being a coffee drinker, like a black coffee.
Oh, yeah, no, he does the
Not
flavor things.
frappe.
No, he does the flavor things
What?
at SA.
Oh my god.
And we went to Starbucks the one time, and it was funny because he looked at me like I was a fucking retard because I looked over and I went, they have sandwiches here?
At SA? Or
No,
at
at Starbucks.
Sorry.
And he goes, oh yeah, they got a whole breakfast thing.
Dude, they do got some good
I went,
breakfast.
are you kidding me? So what do they do after breakfast? Do they not serve anything, just coffee? And he goes, no, they got a lunch thing too. You fucking kidding? Starbucks serves like a menu? I had no idea on this. And,
It's almost like a gas station with like pre-made Sammys and shit.
oh, is it?
The breakfast ones, they do have them warm, but a lot of they're kind of just wrapped up in cellophane. They make it on the spot, shit like that.
Yeah, because I could not
the ones I've
believe
been
it.
to.
I couldn't believe it when he made a joke about that, and of course the boss made a joke about it because they both drink. Well, they both drink those Mountain Dew citrus things, like the energy drink thing.
Oh, like the amps or the like kickstarts or whatever.
Yeah, kickstarts. That's what they're called.
Where it's like
See?
a fruit juice.
Oh yeah, it smells so citrusy.
Only reason I know that is I used to push it. Like,
Yeah, I know.
But
I know.
I don't drink that
you're
shit.
You're not a freak like that.
Yeah.
But I can't believe that they drink that much of that shit, because they'll both drink 2 cans of that a day.
Well, that shit'll kill you.
Well, that's what I keep saying to him. I was just like, oh, that's insane. Because the one day I was going, you know what, I really need some kind of a pick-me-up. So I grabbed a Pepsi Next. And I was just like, I need some kind of caffeine in me. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. Who knows?
Did it?
Somewhat. I still did a couple of head nods before we got there. But for the most part, worked for the better, because as soon as we got there, I got back on my feet real fast, and, you know. it sucks to have an hour and a half drive at some points, because you only have that 45-minute drive, and it's not bad. You have that hour and a half drive.
Start getting comfortable.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it's like you gotta wake up again when you get there.
Yeah, I don't fall asleep in a car easy, though. You know that. It's just, I can't... sitting up.
Yeah.
I'll do like the head nod for 10 minutes and then be like, "Hey, I'm up." For some reason, I just don't fall asleep well. But yeah, we're basically just trying to caffeine load, I guess, because I usually don't do that. I just get Gatorades. But
yeah, I'm not much of a morning caffeine person.
Neither am I.
I subscribe to the thought of the apple in the morning will give you just as much energy as a cup of coffee.
Well,
to make it happen. I
actually look at it, and I don't like having caffeine to try to wake up or do anything like that. Yeah, it's not even the caffeine; it's the sugar that gets you. And so I don't know. I don't drink coffee. I hate coffee.
Well, see, I have that added benefit where I don't have to get up at 5 in the fucking morning like you. So I get up at 6, and then I just go down to the gym for like 45 minutes. Get the old ticker pumping.
See, I mistakenly say that, though. I don't get up at 5. I'm on the road at 5.
So you get up at like 4:45?
Yeah. And that was one of the few days that I still remember that morning, too. The alarm went off like 5 times, and I was so pissed at it. Because it's across the bed from me on the nightstand, and Leah sleeps here. So I swung over with my left hand. Well, I'd been sleeping like this that night, where my head was completely on my arm. So my hand was numb. It was just that dead hand thing where I was... and I couldn't turn the alarm off because it's a little switch that you flick over. So I'm trying to hit the snooze button, just dead hand. I finally hit the snooze button, and I get up doing the shaking it.
You should have rubbed one out with the stranger real quick.
Just wrapped it.
Yep. Start the day off right.
Yep. No, it taped it shut. I know, it was pretty funny because I got out of bed and I was just like, what the hell? My hand feels like it's just that reddish color because it's had no fucking circulation.
Do you hate yourself when you wake up in the morning like, oh my god, it's fucking 5 in the morning or 4:45?
You know I've never needed sleep.
Yeah.
It's more of a formality for me.
You're like, this is what people do. I need to assimilate and act like people.
They'll never take me as one of theirs if I don't do this.
With your fucking long flowing hair now and your beard. If you just had like canines that
the horns coming out.
Yeah, maybe not the horns, but you're more like a vampire. You should wear more medieval flowy clothing to give off the illusion of Jesus or a vampire. Or maybe Jesus was a vampire.
I have actually considered wearing a cape.
That would be grizzled.
I just look at it and go, who wants to fuck with a guy that has a cape? There's a reason he's wearing a cape. Either he's like some royalty shit, where he's probably been trained by the best. Or, I'm just saying, or this motherfucker is so badass, he is cape-worthy. And you don't want to fuck with a guy that earned his cape.
That is true. Motherfuckers that just buy them from a thrift store, they ain't got none to motherfuckers that earn them.
No crime fighter are you.
Yep.
I'm just saying, if you got a cape and you deserve the cape, you're a badass motherfucker. And I don't say that lightly, because just about any article of clothing that's not in the normality, like, I'm just going to say this. You tell the body that boas are stupid. He wore a feather boa his entire career, and he's one of the only guys that you could look at and be like, you've killed people, haven't you? I'm not going to fuck with you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just saying it. Any article of clothing, if you earned it, nobody can make fun of you for it, because they would just be like, I'm sorry that I said that about the boa. I have learned my mistake. Please do not kill me, too.
Exactly. What was his finishing move? Did they have finishing moves back then?
No, they really didn't.
Nah, they just kind of...
About the only thing that I could think of was the Hulkamania thing.
Yeah, that was just a rile up the ear. Like,
yeah, but that was the finishing move, because after that...
got him all pumped up.
After that, he beat the shit out of dude and just done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Fucking rage.
So that was a finishing move per se, because you knew he was going to win if he got that. Because there was the, few and far between times when he didn't hear the chant loud enough.
That is true. When he was just pumping his arm, stomping on the mat.
And we didn't give it to him!
We didn't! Let's hear it!
Sorry, I need a minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
The true American hero, Hulk Hogan.
Right. I would say Andre the Giant first.
Ultimate Warrior.
God rest his soul. From parts unknown.
God rest his soul.
Yep, no doubt.
We're just going through all the dead wrestlers.
Coco Beware.
Cuckoo!
Yep. The blue hair.
You fucking A, man.
Oh, gotta love him. Gotta love him. Yeah, good times.
Good times.
Yeah, it was.
You know what comes next?
La Revolution.
Come the revolution. Kind of weird recording in here, but it was alright.
Yeah,
Worked out.
that's what happens.